I woke up in a strange world, and I don't know who I am. I opened my eyes. It was all silence. There was no light. I was lying on my back with my face up. My mind was empty, and I felt weak. After some time, when I could finally get myself up, my hands could feel the cold and humid ground under my feet, my bare feet. I walked aimlessly in complete darkness. I tried to touch whatever I could to find out where I was. Then I figured I was walking between two cold and humid stone walls. I was in a maze. I couldn't tell how long I spent turning corners in this maze before I found myself in a long straight tunnel. Ahead of me was some faint light. I climbed and climbed the slope with all my strength. Finally, I reached a large iron gate where a world was waiting for me outside. I lost my memories. I didn't know who I was. I had no idea why I was there. I pushed through the heavy gate to find myself somewhere in the middle of a forest. I was wearing nothing but a white one-piece dress. The scent of the flowers, the songs of the birds, and the colors of nature all made me calm before I realized again I was hungry, thirsty, and exhausted. I couldn't remember how long I walked before I was by the river. I drank from it. I also took off my dress and plunged into it to bathe with great pleasure. I continued my journey alongside the river, where I found fruit trees which I picked from to satisfy my hunger. My next hope was to find civilizations by following the river. It was near dark when I reached the village, still barefooted. It was a small farming village with less than 20 houses. The handful of farmlands were droughted with no signs of cattle. Although the village was very quiet, I was delighted to see some houses with their lights on. I approached one and knocked on the door. Knock, knock. No answer. "Hello, is anyone home?" I shouted. No answer again. I tried on all of those with lights on. The same happened. Something is not right. Out of curiosity and worriness, I peeked into them and found there was nobody inside the houses despite their lights. I took my tour around the village and came to a conclusion. I was alone in the village. One of the houses with lights on had its door unlocked, so I pushed through the door and entered.